Hannah tuning back in here. Welcome back. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the tastiest fall dish. Everybody loves chili in the fall. It's the best. I agree. But I'm going to make a little healthy alternative. It's going to be a white chicken chili, super mouth-watering and delicious. And here's the catch. So many people I see all the time are making all these delicious recipes and sharing all these awesome cooking videos. But there's one thing missing. How to count the dish in your macros. That's one thing I used to struggle with, and I have mastered how to count everything in my macros and not have to lose out or skip a meal because I don't know how to count the macros. So I'm going to show you guys step by step how to make it super easy. You basically dump everything into the friggin' pot, and then how to count everything, which is the most important part. First thing, I have 1 pound of chicken. You are just going to add it into the crock pot at the bottom. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. If you can't tell, I'm not like a pro cooking video expert, but I know that this is going to be awesome and helpful for you guys because I have people ask me all the time as a nutrition coach, Hannah, how do I fit this in my meal? How do I fit this big 1-pan meal into my macros? Here I am to help. Okay, from here, you guys are going to need 1 pound of chicken, 1 can of black beans. I use the Walmart brand because it's the cheapest. Dump it in. 1 can of corn. So the beans and the corn do need to be drained, and then you can just dump it right into the crock pot. Then 1 can of diced tomatoes and green chilies, not drained. All right. Okay. This is where it gets tricky. You need some chicken broth or chicken stock. To me, I think it's the same thing. And you need a measuring cup. That's the tricky part. 2 cups of chicken broth. 1, 2. That's going to be about the most difficult thing with this recipe. From here, we're going to add all the seasonings. Well, first, we are going to add some cream cheese. So here's the thing. Saving a ton of calories. I have cream cheese on my finger. We are going to add 1/3 less fat cream cheese. So instead of full fat, third of the fat in the whole container. Drop the whole container in there. I know it's like, oh my gosh, that looks like so much fat. It's not as bad as you think, especially when I already calculated out the macros. You guys are gonna be happy. So I'm adding a little garlic in. I don't have like a teaspoon or a tablespoon. I'm just going to eyeball it and just wee garlic because everybody loves garlic. Now from here, you don't want to put too much cumin in. I don't even know if that's how you say it. I think that's how you say it. Okay, wait. 1 teaspoon of cumin. It doesn't fit in there, so I'm just gonna dump that. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Okay. The cool thing about this is you literally just dump everything in the pot and go about your day. And then 1 tablespoon of chili powder. We are almost there, and that's it. You let it marinate, cook all day. Making a mess. 1 packet of ranch seasoning. So this is literally just salad dressing and seasoning ranch mix. This is going to save a ton of calories. So instead of putting real ranch, like the actual dressing from the fridge, in here, this saves on tons of fat. Dump it in there. Okay, the whole second thing you need to use measuring cup for. You need 1 cup of bacon. If you're not feeling lazy, I would cook some fresh bacon, chop it up, measure out a cup. But here's for the real MVPs. This is real bacon still, so don't you worry. 1 cup, sprinkle it all in there. Now I'm just gonna clean everything up. Wait, just kidding, not cleaning anything up because I wanna show you how I count every single thing in my macros and make this work. This is so much easier than you guys think. The problem is people overthink it, and I promise it is so doable. And after you watch this video, I keep looking at the freaking cream cheese stuck in my fingernail. After looking at this video, you are going to know how to count anything that's a one-pot meal or whatever family meal you want to make in with your macros. And this is allowing you to teach and live a healthy, balanced lifestyle so that you can hit your goals by the end of the day, but still satisfy cravings and not have to miss out on good foods. So I saved the dirty work for you guys. So you don't have to sit here and see me like calculating everything, writing it down. So here's how we do it. Grab a piece of paper and a pen. Gonna need that. Or you can use your food tracking app. So like if you want to use MyFitnessPal, you just open it up and just use it as a meal to track everything that we're eating right now or adding up right now. So what I did was I took every ingredient that has calories, whether it's a protein, carb, and fat, or all of it, I added it up. So I have chicken, cream cheese, bacon, the tomatoes, juice, sauce, corn, and the black beans. All of that has calories. These seasonings, this chicken stock don't have calories. The chicken stock has 1 carb, but I mean, I'm not getting that technical. I'm not going to become obsessive over that. Did that back in my bodybuilding days, not doing it. So from here, what I did was I took 1 pound of chicken, opened my food tracking app, typed in chicken, tried searching the brand. If you can never find the brand specifically of what you're using, type in a generic brand. So if MyFitnessPal doesn't have Great Value black beans, that's okay. Search black beans, and this can says it's 22 carbs a serving. So what you're gonna do, and there's 3.5 servings per container. So you can manually add it up and say, okay, 22 times 3.5. That easy. What I did was scanned the back of this label and put 3.5 servings, and those exact macros came up right here: 24 grams of protein, 77 carbs, and 2 fats for 1 can. Onto the corn, I scanned the back again, or you can look right on the back to add all the macros, and there's 3.5 servings per can here as well. There's 9 carbs, 0.5 grams of fat, and 1 gram of protein per serving. So per can, there's 3.5 grams of protein, 31 carbs, and 2 fats. Have I lost you guys yet? Easy enough, right? Okay, on to the next. The diced tomatoes and green chilies right here. Per can, 12 carbs, 2 grams of protein, and 0 fat. I did that with the chicken, so it was 1 pound of chicken. Per 1 pound of this chicken, it was 88 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, and 4 grams of carbs. So I did that also with the bacon and the cream cheese. So per serving of cream cheese is 6 grams of fat, less than 1 gram of carb, and 2 grams of protein, which brought it up to 16 grams of protein, 48 grams of fat, and 4 grams of carbs per 8 ounces, which is what I was calling for the recipe. From here, now you have everything written down and added up. Yes, this sounds tedious, but if you have goals, you're gonna make it work, and honestly, it just seems like it's taking longer right now because I'm explaining every single thing. Now that you added every single thing up, I have come up with, for this entire pot of chili, 182 grams of protein, 129 grams of carbs, and 83 grams of fat. That's not bad for a whole pot of chili, right? Because if you were to do regular chili, there'd be like hundreds of grams of fat with beef and just all the good stuff that you add in. So what do you do from here? You have this whole pot. I mean, I'm not gonna eat the whole pot, right? So super easy. Once we're cooked, and I'm gonna show you this later on once it's done, you're going to scoop out 1 cup at a time and just put it in a big glass bowl so that you know, like, okay, 1 cup in here, and you're gonna scoop out. Let's say this pot of chili made 10 cups, 10 measuring cups. Per 1 cup, you have 18 grams of protein, 13 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. Easy enough. So if you wanted to have 2 cups right now, you scoop out 2 cups, and you know what the macros are for 2 cups. You multiply it by 2. How easy is that? Don't overthink it. Now, I'm actually going to count it out later, and I will let you guys know. I'm going to show you how it looks and keep you posted on that. And no, this is not the perfect exact, like, oh, I have 4 beans in here and 4 pieces of corn here, but this is a great way to track your food and not feel guilty while you're eating these home-cooked meals. Well, the last thing before I forget is you literally mix everything together and then you're gonna cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours. Once you are done, it is ready to eat, but I will come back for the last few steps and show you guys how good it looks. What is up, you guys? So I am back and this food is looking amazing. It has been about 5 hours, 5.5 hours, and this is what the chili is looking like. So you can see that the chicken is not yet cut up. And typically I would say, okay, take the chicken out. I actually got the cutting board out, take the chicken out, shred it up. But I actually think I can take 2 forks and just shred it up super easily in the pot. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, it is all good to go and we are ready. The chili is ready to eat. It smells delicious. And now I have my measuring cup. I was just mixing up a little bit, about just burned myself. So now what I'm gonna do is, that's 1 cup. So here is the entire bowl. It looks delicious and it ended up making 10 cups, just like I was sharing with the example for you guys earlier. So when you want to eat it tonight, tomorrow, whenever, if you want just 1 cup, you're going to get approximately 18 grams of protein, 13 carbs, and 8 grams of fat. If you want 2 cups, you multiply it, and that's all that there is to it. All right, and there you have it. That is exactly how you are going to count anything in the crock pot or big 1-pot meal, so you don't have to miss out on any good cooked meals and still cook for your family and still stay aligned with your goals. Basically, at this point, I feel like you guys can just call me the next Betty Crocker. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you have not already, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm going to provide you guys with so much good content in the future. Have a great day. Bye.